Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Just an Average Sim Racer. We are here with a new game that we've played before on the channel, but tonight we're going to give it a bit of a good run over on the stream for a change, giving iRacing a bit of a break for one night. But before Automobilista 2, if I've said that right, or otherwise affectionately known in the community as AMS2. That's what we're going to be doing tonight. So, as always, here on Average Sim Racer, we are streaming live on Twitch and Facebook to give you an average view of what some people are seeing as an average game. I haven't given this game enough time to really warrant or justify any of that, to be honest. So, yeah. So I think one of the things that we're going to be doing, I'll kick over onto the main screen there, is just taking a look at things like how a lot of content on Automobilista 2 is very niche, very new, very just unheard of in the sim racing world. It's made by Brazilian developers. They focus on the Brazilian market, which is absolutely fine because Brazilians love the motorsport. But they've recently expanded their market to bring in, you know, GT3 cars, GT4s, for varied mini JCWs. That's brilliant. John Cooper Works mini challenge that you see in the UK. We'll probably give them a run out tonight, to be honest. So we're going to see how we get on with those. It's going to be a bit of a content fest tonight, a bit of a live stream. Hopefully get into some online racing as well. Hopefully that British racer Ricky Davies will be able to join on his own stream as well tonight, and we'll get some online racing going on with his community as well. So it'll be interesting. But for people who don't know Automobilista, it's based on the Project Cars 2 Madness engine, or the Project Cars engine that is the Madness one, by Madness Studios, or whatever it's called, who Dell Codemasters, who recently released Project Cars 3, which by all accounts was dirt. I haven't played it, I can't comment, but from what I've heard, it wasn't very good. So, yeah. Just noticed there's a really creepy looking doll sat on the thing behind me. That is my little girl's, I assure you. Never noticed that before. Just literally just, you know, perched on the inside of a cabinet. Little Easter egg on stream. But yeah, it used the Project Cars 2 engine. Now, I've played Project Cars 2 and I loved it. I absolutely did like it. I didn't like the fact you couldn't get mods or anything like that. It's just one reason why I stopped playing it. But it handled really well. There was good force feedback. There was great depth to the career and all those kind of things, which Razer, who do Automobilista 2, do it their own way. Perfect. That's what you want people to do. There's still you see elements of PC2 engine to creep up, and how Ryzer have done their Ryzer have done their version of the game, shall we say, has been much well received to how to play it, but you just see those little elements that creep in. So I'll be playing the game tonight with Crew Chief turned on. Crew Chief works quite well with Automobilista, so I'll have that running at the same time, and I'll also be running it with SimHub. SimHub is what you'll see on the on-screen kind of dash, so you'll see elements of what do you call it? You know, timings and leaderboards and the heads-up display and all those kind of things. But I had a good bash on AMS2 last night. I think it was last night. Or might have been last night. No. This morning. Just this morning. To the Merc AMT. But look at that. Look at that screenshot, which you can't see because I haven't got it on the screen. Hey. Let's go live scene. There we go. Look at that. That's a pretty screenshot. You know, pretty smart looking game that. This is just a screenshot taken with Steam. So as I'm driving along at Donaldson Park, my local track, and hammering F12 because that was pretty in night time. They've done a good job on the visuals. I've given them that. It's a very good looking game. It was sunset, then it was sunrise. Same race, the 24-hour simulated race. But they've got a great thing going on. They really have. Who does this really poor thumbnails when you do it to manage my? But yeah, that's how Automobilista looks on screen. But let's just get straight into it. You know, obviously I launched it within Steam. That's where I purchased it on. I did pick up the Nürburgring DLC, and I've got the Silverstone DLC. I don't know what the DLC they've got actually. It's a Hockenheimring, Silverstone season pass. So I've got everything but the Hockenheimring. No, my look, Ricky will probably choose the Hockenheimring if he manages to get online later on. So yeah, hopefully not. But as we'll see, I mean, those people have done videos on Automobilista too. Those people have, because it was a new game released properly, I think back in June time. I didn't jump onto it until September time. I started engaging more with Ricky's community on that British Racer. So it was quite an interesting thing to do. And it gives a very different look outside of things like iRacing, ACC, which I do play a fair bit of as well, online. So it's something different, something fresh, and some very different content on there as well. But let's jump into it. Let's just get into the game. Hopefully it'll remember my pedal configuration. So the only bone I've had to pick with AMS2, as I want to refer to it now, is sometimes I just forget my steering wheel and pedal combo. And I have to recalibrate it, input all the input devices, and it's just a ball ache to have to do that. But the last 2 times I've launched it, it's not needed to do it, which is positive. That's probably just down to an update that they just put in there and optimization, all those kind of things. But let's get into the game. Let's go. Let's see how we go and crack it on. Play. Don't think there's any fancy videos, and I have intentionally turned the menu music down off as well, because I forget the last couple of videos I've done involving AMS2. I've uploaded them to YouTube, and they've gone, "Oh no, you can't do that because it's got licensed music in." So I'll never get monetization off those videos if I ever reach that level there, which is unlikely to say the least. Right, so let me just flip on game. Display capture off. Ryzen Studios. There's a selection of the tracks that you've got. Don't think there's an intro in this game. No. So yeah, normally there's some nice menu music playing in the background here, but I'll just show you what I'm playing on with visual. See performance. So I'm playing at 1440p. I could tweak it up to 4K if I wanted to, but I just want to give myself an extra bit of performance. There's no need to play at 4K. MSA, whatever, I don't even know what these are half the time, to be honest. Medium, anisotropic. VSync probably needs to be turned off actually, but it doesn't seem to affect anything. Ultra. Can I do high? Ultra shadow detail. Here we go. Turn motion blur off. Detailed grass low, high. Yeah, I'm worried about that. Little things like that. You don't need to see detailed grass because you don't want to be in the grass. Visual effects, heat haze. I thought I had that on. Turn it off because there's no need for that all the time. Sun flare, raindrops, vignettes. Do we want vignette in? Got no screen dirt, no cockpit mirrors. So I said off. I said off. Interior, sun flare, subtle. Yeah, it's just blinding. As I discovered as I was driving at Donington, in the AI race I did, it was just ridiculously blinding. I was like, oh my god, what's going on here? So yeah. Controls. I just want to check my assignments because headlights, that's on there. It just seems like fast you can't actually flash your headlights without turning them on and off. It's on and off, that's fine. Yeah, it all looks pretty standard to be honest. Excuse me. Yeah, it's nothing crazy to be honest. Not really missing out on anything there. DOS. I mean, there's not a lot. I mean, I remember when I was looking at PC Project Cars 2 when I was setting up with the wheel and the button box, which I don't think I've got installed, but anymore. There was a lot of functions that you could control with button boxes and things like that. This just seemed to strip a lot out. Automatic clutch on because I will just be using my flappy paddles. So gearing obviously manual, inverted gearing, no way. Separate wheel check, G920. Hopefully not for much longer. Force feedback I did turn down. It was at 75, but I don't know if that's actually benefit me or not. I don't know. I don't really know enough about these, so I might do some. So anyone who jumps on the stream, anyone knows about feedback, etc., force feedback, optimization with AMS2, just let me know. Give me put me in the right direction. Cameras, yeah, configuration. I've noticed that one before. High speed shake, nah. No idea. Okay, what's you about them? So yeah, pretty much out the box, this is what you got with AMS2. Not a vast amount. You've got your single race, your championship. Can't see test day because that's underneath the cameras. I think I've got a right screen for screen capture. Could do. Sort that out. You've seen on my Streamlabs. Time trial off to the right there. Multiplayer championship. I've not even looked at anything championship, time trial, test. Well, test day I have, but I find you get more out of just jumping into a race. I did do Bathurst as my last race this morning in practice for my sins. Definitely for my sins. But you can do a lot. You know, you can change obviously the amount of duration on the laps, do it as time. Duration, sorry, same thing as the number of laps, start time, in what time of day, how much time progression you want. I ran mine at 60 times, so you literally went for a full day night cycle in a 5-lap race at Bathurst, which is just crazy. Weather and more than one slot, so you can have the weather changing between different slots. So I can go pick all these different slots. So fog, heavy fog of rain, heavy fog, random, storm. Light rain, cloud, overcast. No snow. Project Cars 2 had snow, which just happened in racing, as we saw the 6 hours of Spa or 4 hours of Spa a couple of years, or last year in WEC, where it snowed and they raced in the snow. Absolutely. You can obviously change the amount of slots that you have for the weather, so you can go up to 4 slots and have different variable weather. So I put on there sync to race, what that means, real time. Okay, so you can just sync it, so you can have weather changing more frequently than the time progression. So that makes sense. So you can go for, let's set up as overcast, heavy cloud, overcast. Then we'll go to light cloud, and then we'll go to, should we go light rain? Yeah, why not? There's a chance there, isn't it? There's a chance of it. I mean, it's just a forecast. Sync to race, that'll do exactly what you want it to do. Standing start, so you can have a formation lap before rolling start. I personally prefer standing starts, I have to say. Mandatory pit stop, had that for my last race. Very good to have in there. So we want to make sure there's not much disparity between the field. Session settings, so obviously you can set up your own race, practice qualifying, edit qualifying, how long, etc. Time it starts. You know, it's depth. There is depth to it, which is great to see. That particular setup of the AI side, and you can transfer all this over to online as well. You really can go, right, this is what I'm having online. Boom, there we go. There's an online lobby for everyone. What we'll do is we'll jump on, do an AI race first of all. Quick sprint. Just gonna make sure Ricky is not online. I don't think he is yet. Said he might try and get on at some point. He'll probably jump on stream. Let me know more than likely. Just checking. It'd be good to get a go. Oh God, it'd be good to get a few people going tonight on AMS2. But yeah, we've got Porsche. This is a GT3 car. So you got the 720S GT3, Porsche 911 GT3R, and the Mercedes AMG GT3. Now, I don't know if these are based on the most recent models. I suspect probably not, because AMG have just released a new 2020 model on ACC. So I suspect there's probably a little bit of we're having that there, and you have the older model on there. I imagine doesn't really give you too much detail, but there is different liveries, and apparently you can now put your own livery game or something like that. But again, I haven't even looked at that. So do briefly what I read on things like race department, so on and so forth. F3s, F301s. stock car, Brazilian stock cars. These are basically their toy. It's a bit funny when you think. You got their Brazilian stock cars, the Toyotas, the Chevrolet, V8s. So you imagine these things can hold their own against an Aussie V8. Another stock car Brazil. That's another V8. So fair few ones. Sprint race. It's like I don't even know what car that is, to be honest. But yeah, just funny looking Beetle kind of looking car. That thing's rapid. I quite enjoyed driving that car when I first played the game. Truck racing. Part of me is really tempted to get this out. Again, these are these little niche things that people don't realise are in the game. You probably go, "Oh, why do you want truck racing?" Truck racing's fun in multiplayer. Anything. I race it in a set of Corsa. Lancers. So you got Mitsubishi Lancer Rs and RS. Those things are rapid because they're four-wheel drive. Pickup trucks. Chevrolet Copa Montana. Basically, what we're doing in Brazil is they have a V8 series, which is like the Aussie V8 supercars, and probably a bit like NASCAR with the trucks like that. So they do have quite a good varied range. A 4WDs, these things they're untouched. Flat fours. Yeah. A version of the LMP1 class, so AJR Chevy, a Honda, an AGR Judd. I mean, these are real engine manufacturers in these cars, and a Ginetta G58, which is a real car, without a doubt. V8 petrol-driven car, that one. I don't think these ones are real. They might be. Someone tell me wrong. It's got a straight 4. Why's that got a straight 4 in it? Strange. Nothing. Rear end on that. It's the same, but it looks different in that colour. Got the P2s. Whatever that is, a Metamora MRX Duratec. It's probably based on an old LMB2 variant. And you've got the Sigma P1. Something tells me it might be a real car. Not 100% sure. P3s. Metal Moros again. That looks like it would kill you. P4s. MCR race cars. I mean, there's so much content in this game that you may never ever race. Porsche Carrera Cups. These are also one of the new additions as well. We will probably give this a bit of a bash because there's a lot of good talk about and comparisons of Carrera Cups around the world. So a little bit different to the GT3s, a little bit more leery as well, I'd say. Obviously more for sprint racing. Super V8s, just their own brand, Aussie V8, basically. Tucker turbos, brilliant. Never noticed that. Do you know the GT4s? As we all know from the Brits, they race them as a support category in the BTCC. BTC, yep. And then obviously these Mini Cooper JCW Works ones also appear in the support series for the BTCC as well. A nice bit of homegrown cars, and they're judging for the English audience. The Ultimas GTR race, real car. Don't know what they ever raced in. Got a few K-Drums to lob around. Not massively bothered about the K-Drums. Camaro, again, probably a Brazilian support car. GT5s, a Puma PO5. I actually raced against these around Bathurst. I did literally LMP, I think the LMP1s, LMP2s, LMP2s, GT3, GT4s, and GT5s. That was interesting. And they're nimble little cars that race against street cars. I ain't touching them. The old German touring cars. Probably try and give them a run out because they're classic. M1 Pro cars, 485. What's the tour? They're small. Okay. M1 Pro cars, more stock cars, copper classics, Fiat Uno. That appeals to me. God knows why, but it does. You got these ones here. Look at that. Look at that mini. Look at that Beetle. Epic spoilers. Another Beetle. 60s touring cars. That's an old Mini and a Lotus 23. A Parla, wherever they are. Another Parla. Another Uno. God, they love their Unos. And you got this is the first of their Formula cars. So, without waffling on too long, basically about what they've got, which is a lot. Formula V12s, Formula V12, V10 Gen. I think they had the newest Formula they call themselves as well, which was Formula Ultimate. This is their version of the Formula 1 car. Never driven it. Probably won't. Fancy. Go-karts. Yeah, racing go-karts. I hate go-karts. Watching when you play them on Project Cars. Hated. So what we'll do, we'll be giving the GD3s a run out. I've already raced the Nürburgring quite extensively in practice, so we'll definitely give the Nürburgring a run out because it's one of the new tracks. I've been using the the Mercedes AMG in that horrible green livery, but I like it because it's Larry. So we'll do a GT3 race first of all. So that's wrong button. So multi-class is what we'll be doing. So just clear that out. Done. Do GT4s as well. Starts to have a bit of variant between GT3 and GT4, I find. Opponent number 31. Yep, that's fine. And it'll just fill in the gaps between those two fields. There is no background audio. I did have turned it all off. I better put desktop audio on when it starts racing. There is Imola in the game. In a lot of tracks, when I first looked at it, I went, you what? It was always, never heard of. Adelaide, Aussie, classic. They always throw in a classic one. This is the original Formula 1 racetrack when they changed it for the V8 supercars to fat layout. Azure is Monaco. Can't call it Monte Carlo or Monaco in the game, but it's there. Bathurst, as everyone knows. Classic track. I've raced that in this game quite recently today. Brands Hatch. We know it, etc. Then you get onto something like Brasilia. You go, what? What's this? What's Brasilia? No idea. But it's one of those Brazilian tracks that are. That's a kart track. Cadwell Park. Horrible track for cars. Horrible track. Slow speed stuff, definitely. The minis maybe get away with, but anything faster than them, no. Campo Grande. Brazilian track. Portuguese track called Cascais. Now, I wonder if that's Portimao, actually. Could be Portimao. Or Jerez. No. It wouldn't be Jerez, it'd be Estoril, wouldn't it? Jerez is in Spain. Yeah. Cascavel, another Brazilian track. But look, very simple tracks, some of these Brazilian ones. Curvelo, another Brazilian. Good old Donny. They've done Donny well in this game. Another Brazilian. And yeah, that's a kart track. Guapore. I'm butchering these, I know. Another Ecuador. I mean, how many games can say they've got a track from Ecuador in? I do not know. But they do. Imola. Everyone knows Imola. Oh, for God's sake. So fragile when you do that. So it's like Imola. Historic. 1988 and 2001. So the 1981 had that little chicane before the start finish line and then flat out around Tamburello to do that hairpin there. Then they added the Tamburello chicane. Another chicane there. For the most recent layout as well. But yeah, it was pretty frightening track when you look at what Imola was like. Interlagos, as everyone knows, used to be a perimeter track. Whoa. I wouldn't mind racing that actually. But the historic 76 one with a lot more turns. You can see the base difference between the current Interlagos and the new Interlagos and the old Interlagos. And how many turns did that have? And you get lost driving that big outer loop, back in the infield, round again, around there again. Oh god. Yeah, no, thank you. Giacropuga. Can't even say it. Because that's the old Formula 1 track in Rio. There's Jerez in Spain, classic. We've got the moto version and the chicane version. Always go with the moto version. No one likes chicanes. Japan. Didn't know that was in the game. Haven't bothered looking. So that's Kansai, as they call it, which is, as we know, Suzuka. So I'll be interested to see what their version of it looks like. Kielami. Need to race Kielami. It's in the ACC and for some reason I've just put off racing there. Not familiar with it at all, so I need to race there. But we've got the old Kielami. The new Kielami. The only thing they share is a very small portion track. This bit here, that little angled bit of track there, possibly. I think I demolished it and rebuilt over it. Londrina, Brazilian track. It's like a kart track. Yeah, it's a karting track. Yeah. Montreal, Canada. The old version, new version. The old version, there's 2 chicanes on that long straight. I saw some sensor made out of long straight for the current car. Ring. So we've got the Nordschleife. Oh, for God's sake. That bugs me. Nordschleife for 2020 layout. Nordschleife 24-hour layout, so it includes most of the GP section. Nürburgring GP20. It's a short chicane. And then you've got the Vidal version, which is the fast chicane at the end before the loop round. So I prefer the Vidal one because you get that fast chicane at the end. It's not a great overtaking spot because of it, but it's better for flow, I find. Another kart track, skip that one. Alton Park, another British one. Excuse me. So yeah, everyone knows Alton Park. A few layouts out of the Foster's layout, which is a short layout, and the Ireland one, and the international one, which gives you a slightly longer hairpin. Santa Cruz in Brazil, never heard of it. Silverstone. So we've got Silverstone, as we know, the GP. We've got the international, the national, the original Silverstone track. I would be tempted to give that a run out again at some point, just because of the hanger straight. Just because of that. Got the old international historic and the old national historic, which is still used today. I believe. Yeah, they still use that. Silverstone National. Yeah, they do still use that. Might be a few tweaks at the top end of the circuit, but apart from that. Stetson. We know Stetson. Call it the 100, the 200, the 300 layouts. Back in drive. I think the 200 was the original layout. Then obviously they did a new infield layout for the 300 to make it a bit longer. Speedland, never heard of that. Kart track, yep, good. Jesus Christ, a Spaghetti Junction. Spielberg, which is Austria. They did the historic version. That's a beautiful track to drive. Scary as hell, but it's a beautiful track. So now you've got the new Red Bull Ring, which is what we know it as. Taruma, Brazilian one. Another Brazilian called Velocita. Velo Park. Again, another one of those Brazilian tracks. And a bizarre choice. It's the only North American track they have. It's the Virginia International Raceway 4, the VIR. Track I absolutely hate. From the Forza days when I used to play on Forza. It's got so many different layouts on it, but the full track, God, I hated it. I absolutely hated it. It's just the undulations, the twists, the turns. It just wasn't far. No. But we're gonna race the Vidal. Do the sprint, I suppose. No, let's do the Vidal 2020 version. Why not? We're gonna run it at. Should we do a nighttime start? We're gonna run 15 laps. It's be about half an hour race. This video. 60 times progression. Seek to race light rain. Firm. I think that's kind of it. So without further ado, let's get into the race and show you guys what ACC is all about. ACC. AMS2 is all about. Oh, we need to find my gloves though. Jimmy Broadbent call them virginity gloves. Virginity gloves. So I can't even talk tonight. What's going on with me? It's not like I've been at work either today. I'm way too far forward in my chair. I will just move my chair back 1 second. Better. Much better. Let's just restart the session. 62. There is a lot more setup options on this game.
Exit's clear. Don't cross the white line.
We have crew chief running.
4 minutes to get the job done. Your brakes are cold. Be careful.
Right side, clear right.
Spotter up. One thing that is really well replicated, I find, is tyre heat and brake heat. Can't see the brake temperatures, but I've got a little on my race screen, a little brake temperature thing. They get too hot, they're not as responsive, so you've got to be careful of your speed of.
Car right, clear right.
Or Mr. Camaro, which has. A lot of people have said the game sounds not as good as, say, iRacing. But I've never driven any of these cars, so I can't say.
On your right.
Can be a dick.
Still there, clear right.
Camaro does sound. I think the external sounds are great. I've watched replays, but I think maybe I might want to hear a bit more raw and throat in the rear of the car as you're driving it. The Nürburgring is a newest addition to the DLC packages they sell. Two minutes 34. We should sneak 2 laps in. Qualifying. One thing I've really struggled with of these versions of GT3 cars, as compared to other games GT3s, is the brake balance. The brake bias between the front and rear. I find it's quite exaggerated when you go with a more
That's 2 minutes left.
rear heavy braking setup like you're more used to in other games. There's actually 62% braking on the front and 38% on the rear, which is unheard of in a racing game for me. I'd run it more rear oriented, but that's so skitty under braking I found. Which, yeah, the bumpy cars and suspension as well. Oh my word, AI. GT4's on track for.
On your left.
Oh my god.
Hold your line.
This is lap ruined.
Still there.
Get out of the way.
Clear left.
I think I've got damage turned off, so I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, just found the braking balance was quite hard to find a nice midpoint. Even at 50-50, it was like, nope. It might just be the car, to be honest. I've only ran this AMG so far. I did run the McLaren briefly, just smelled up. For some reason I settled on the AMG. Oh, because I've never actually driven the AMG in any other game.
159.42.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near that 159 pace. That bloody traffic.
P2. The car in front's lap time is at 2:00.4 seconds. The car in front has just posted at 2:00.9. The guy ahead's last lap time is at 2:01.78. Checkered flag, P9.
Got one more lap to do. I'm in 11th place at the moment. These cars do have traction control on, but they still feel like they want to kill you sometimes. We're in AI difficulty at 100. So I presume it's 100%. Little whine, isn't there, or something? On that power early. Okay. I'll do 2 flats, 381. So just under a second slower than the fastest sim car. So not too bad, not too bad. Oh dear. Obviously on the screen we'll have, so you can see the leaderboard, the Nürburgring 2020 NJR layout, it's called. And the track map, and then you've got the HUD, which is kind of just a generic heads up display so you can see a bit more clearly what's going on with throttle inputs, etc, etc, and gears and revs and all that malarkey. Below that will be a battle bot basically, which is SimHub Zone one I downloaded. So yeah, just so you see what's going on the screen, that way you can see where my mouse is going because I'm pointing to move the screen around here. Because you can't see the mouse on Streamlabs, so anyways, auto advance to the race.
Lap 1, 15 laps, 6th place.
So I think if I head out quickly with a 6 lap fuel, 15 lap race. Yeah, 15 lap race. So I'm gonna head out with 6 laps of fuel, quick sprint, mix some places up. I've been starting on 6th place. You can see where we go. So that was a pit strategy. Didn't notice that one. Pit stop estimation 780 seconds with damage. Of course, that name cannot be empty. Really? You need to create 3 names. Fuel and tyres. Add fuel. So if I'm coming in on lap 5, I'm going to need to go 11 laps of fuel. Change tyres. Match all car. I'll go soft slick. Go super soft? No. Soft slick. Didn't you could do all that. Oh. Change tyres recommended. I want to come in on that lap. Damage. Prepare damage. Yep. Don't worry about brakes. It'll automatically try and do that. Save you. Back to that. So obviously we'll come in and do pit stop strategy 1. See, this is where I was going wrong, wasn't I? I wasn't checking tyres or anything like this. Should have looked, shouldn't I? Let's go soft slick. Soft slick, soft slick, soft slick. Done. I think it's probably just sticking me on the hard compound, probably, wasn't it? So I'm trying to eke out as much as possible from slow tyres. Right then. Start time.
Okay, Kev, here we go.
Start. What?
Green, green, green.
Ooh, he's all over the place, he is. He was all over the place. Oh. Wow.
Car left. You're on the right, 3 wide.
Was not expecting that from the AI.
Clear left.
Okay. Taken out by the AI in the first.
Start, mate, but the race isn't over yet.
I think the sun really does this highlights your dirty screen. It is a pretty game, I would definitely say that. I'll work my way through all these GT4s. Oh no.
You're out of track there.
Right, let's restart the
Which
race.
is rising. It's now 26 Celsius.
Because it shoved me on that first corner there.
The pit window opens on lap 1. 15 laps. B6.
Did absolutely shaft me on that first corner. Okay.
Concentrate. Be ready. Go. Nail it.
Socks coming off. Little carnage in the first corner.
Alright, Kev. Decent start. We can build something from here.
Go on then.
Car right. Still there.
That was a nice move from him, that was. Slick move, sir. The AI from experience is interesting on this game.
On your right. Clear right.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 26 Celsius.
We got to the Vidal chicane for. Ooh, wow, we never understood there before.
You're out of track limits there. Pit window open. P5. Looks like that was outside track limits.
Okay. Oh my word. Wow, we sideways.
Clear left. Clear left.
Wow. Well, that didn't go the way I wanted it to go. Oh, we're just spinning, wasn't it? Right to the back of GT4s almost.
Left side. Clear left. Right side.
Give him a little nibble.
Still there. Clear right. Left side. Clear left.
Oh wow. Whee.
Car left.
was a bit uncalled for, wasn't it?
Hold your line. Clear left.
I'm a bit of a fan of this. You know, it's hard to catch a slide, I find. For me.
The leader's just done a 159.81.
What was that?
Okay, Kev, you've got about 4 laps of fuel left. Your last. That lap time was 2:16.92. The track temperature is increasing. It's now 29 Celsius.
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
Not too bad.
On your right. Clear right. Car right. Hold your line. Clear right. On your left.
That'd be no bad.
Hold your line. Clear left.
The gap to Loro ahead is now 12.
Car right. Clear right.
It's not an overtaking spot at all. It's funny how it keeps all the same kind of cars together.
Your brakes are hot.
But not, they're quite cool looking at. Temperatures. About 3 of 15.
You've got about 3 laps of fuel left. Sector 3 is 0.40 off the pace. Slow car ahead. There'll be no blue flag here. We're on the same lap.
On your left.
Slower class car ahead. He's their class leader.
Clear left.
The gap to Loro in front is now 13 seconds.
Not easy to overtake on this track.
Car left. Clear left.
Air temperature's increasing. It's now 25 Celsius.
Car left. Clear left.
2 laps of fuel remaining. That lap was at 2:01.07. The track temperature's rising. It's now 33 Celsius. That might be outside track limits.
No, it wasn't. This is.
On your left. Hold
God,
your line. Clear left.
GT4 came back at me. You can get around corners, right? But they can't. They got straight on speed.
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
We're battling with these guys. Time to get a wiggle up.
Sector 2 is 0.36 off the pace. The gap to Loro ahead is now 14 seconds.
Hit the slap. Hit the slap.
V13, this is the last lap of fuel. Box this lap, please, Kev. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
Oh, okay.
We've just cut the track.
Just a warning.
The gap to Lopez behind is now 15 seconds.
We've got to pick this lap anyway. See, that's a PCT. Can't see it on your screen 'cause it's behind the leaderboard, but
2 litres remaining. Watch your speed.
slow pit lane here. My garage. Stroll down the pit lane very, very slowly. Very, very slowly. Sort of actual dash out. Oh, for God's sake.
Go, go, go. All clear on pit exit, you can push now. Your brake temperatures look good.
The sun. Nice and low in the sky. stuck one there. You think your traction control will just catch you and it doesn't.
Your brakes are hot all round.
Starts to get dark. Yeah, Gregory. Halfway through the race. Back then, way in front.
All right, Kev.
Is that rain?
To drizzle.
Ooh, that's annoying. I suppose I've just pitted. Oh well.
The car in front of us is now Soto.
Jeez, Soto. Oh, is it Sotil then? Night time and rain.
That's last. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 29 Celsius. You're approaching some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position. Air temp's falling. It's now 23 Celsius.
The problem is raining and I can see the moon. Track's not
Slower
greasy
cars
yet.
ahead. These guys are scrapping for position. They might not see you.
Flung myself off the curb up there. Oh, the AI is quick to go shoulder to shoulder, aren't they? 50% aggression.
Left side, 3
Yeah.
wide. You're on the right. Clear left.
Never confident going past them. Never confident.
Okay, Kev. The next car is
On your right.
Next car is on your right.
Clear right.
Spotter always takes precedent. That's track feels not wet yet, it's still drizzling.
That's half distance. Fuel levels are fine. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 26 Celsius. Air temperature's decreasing. It's now 21 Celsius.
Light rain will make it probably greasy. Just it's not quite enough grip there to really hammer it through.
Got light rain here, getting harder.
a sighted crew chief that I've not heard for a long time. Because iRacing is what I generally race, and there's no rain in that game. Nice.
Sector 3 is 1.3 seconds off the pace.
Okay. Steady. Definitely steady Eddie. Still no real loss of adhesion on the track, that's obvious.
Lopez is leading the race.
Okay, nicely done. Depends how much darker it looks on the stream than it is actually in game.
Your last lap time was at 2:03.27. Slower car ahead. This guy's racing us for position. He won't get a blue flag. Air temperature's falling. It's now 19 Celsius.
29 at one point, wasn't it?
Galvez is now leading. You've got cold front tyres.
Can't see any rooster tails yet from any of your cars.
On your right. Clear right.
Slow car ahead. This guy's racing us for position. He won't get a blue flag.
Interesting rain noises there. Ah, you can see some reflections on the track now. There's a little bit of greasiness on there. Still, the grip level still feels pretty similar to dry. one corner where I thought I can absolutely rag it round. There's a little bit of lack of grip there. Maybe.
Sector 1 is 2.1 seconds off the pace. Cold tyres all round. The leader, Galvez, is pitting.
Just trying to hammer it out there. Sun's coming up. It's cold, tires aren't. A lot of friction there.
Lopez is now in the lead. Simeone is pitting from P11. He should come out a little way behind you.
You can see it's wet on the track. I'm not getting that slip you'd expect from a wet track. Lost the camera.
Come on, Kev. Push, push, push. We can catch this car. B11.
Sure what's happened there. A couple of places up. Almost threw it away. Still raining. Game does look absolutely beautiful. Wet patches there. I'm still on soft slicks, so it's all right. But I'm not getting that wet track feel.
Your front tyres are cold.
Hopefully it keeps them, the tyres are cold. Zoom. I'd be expecting a lot more slip from the car.
4.7.
Through these higher speed corners, it's a little bit more like, I don't know, rotation. You can hear the rain noise.
The car in front of us is peak.
Ooh, that's the first bit. What he says.
Peak ahead is pitting.
Okay. I'd be expecting a lot more wet weather sliding on the wrong tyres, effectively, than what we're getting right now. Like cars in the pit lane, so we're going to jump a few people here.
P8, 2 laps left. The pit window is closing. There's a group of slower cars ahead.
Ooh. A little bit of a slide there, so maybe it does take a while. I wasn't meant to go that slow.
Okay, Kev, the next car is
Left side. Clear left.
It's up this corner here. Just take out pretty meatily. To 8th place somehow. That's splashy. That's good rain effects. It really gets on the windscreen when you get right that close running. Get out of the way.
Hold your line, clear right.
Oh, wow, it really wants to kill you in that corner.
Clear right.
We think you might have gone outside of track limits there.
Probably. Okay, now it's getting wet. Got 1 lap to go. I'm gonna splash our way through it. These soft tyres. Get out of the way. Oh my word.
Right side. Clear right. Car left. Clear left.
Now the grip level disappears. I think it's just stopped raining.
Left side.
Right.
Clear left.
Defend your position. Don't let him through. Okay, Kev. The window is closed. 1 more lap to go.
Oh.
On your left.
Well, that's how you do that. Oh, wow. Yeah, grip has gone.
Defend your position.
Left side. Still there.
Oh.
Clear left. On your left. Still there.
Now it throws
Still
the
there.
grip at you.
Left.
Oh, wowee.
Right side. Clear right.
Can't see a thing. I like it. The higher parts of the track, it seems to be wetter. When you get dips and things like that.
Car left.
Wow, that was never stopping there, was it?
Clear right. Right side. Clear right.
Holy moly. This is fun.
On your left. Clear left.
Oh, God. Will not stay on the track now, will it? Put traction control on high. It's still all over the place. Oh. How to be caught on the wrong tyres. This is a great driving test. I was wondering where that point was going to be, that crossover. Boy, it's there. That'd be a jerk. That was some hard work.
There's the checkered flag. Shit day, mate. Let's just pack up and go home.
Clear left.
That's a good test because you do want to know where that crossover point actually is. Tyres are stone cold because you can't get any heat in the tyres. No grip. Short shift it. Wow, this bottom part of the track is ridiculously wet. It's a dry line there. I don't think it's raining anymore. Still a bit of a dry line there. It's clever. This is good weather implementation. Very good weather implementation. Let's see that draw. Oh. Wow. Short shift it up. No grip at all, is there? No grip. This is the end lap, don't ditch it here. I was up as high as 8th. Then they've obviously waited a long time to pit. I went for the wrong option. Oh, Jesus Christ. God. Let's see what's under steer off.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
Already after. Oh dear me. Well, that was fun. A little bit crazy. But very crazy actually. That's the end of that race. Yowza. Just save it replay. There's probably some fabulously moody shots in there. Nighttime start. Or an evening start. Early morning start, wasn't it, I think? You can't fault the visuals on the game. Definitely can't fault the visuals. There's brake lights. Brake. Turn that interface off. The replay's done well. There's good decent angles in it as well. So the sounds on the outside are awesome. You might say the car volume of my car is overpowering everyone else's. Rallycross. Yeah, they've done such a good job of it. Really have. Get your money's worth on the track limits, Kev. Get your money's worth. It goes, isn't it? Wow. Didn't have a chance of saving that. Didn't have a... I was on the wrong screen there. Right, so that was AMS2 with GT3s at the new Nürburgring circuit that they released. Just going to get a quick drink. So, let's have a look at the multiplayer. This is the thing that's popped up on many an occasion recently. It's the multiple camera surround. Just noticed I forgot about that. I had to sort my camera out. Yeah. Pedals. Yep. The battery's died on there as well. The light. 1 second. Commercial break. Never quite understand it, but one light absolutely chews through batteries. Chews through it. Someone's trying to run a multi-class Nordschleifer. No one's going to do a Nordschleifer, no, realistically. GT3, is that open? Autodromo, Yahoo, practice. Should we go join a GT3 lobby? What do you reckon? One there, one there. That's racing. GT open. Racer Steam. Let's jump into this GT. Let's jump into this one here. This is in practice at the moment. See what the crack is. 10 laps. Autodromo Yahuacoca. Yeah, okay. What that is. What he said. What he said. 10 laps. Roll and start. No formation lap practice. 30 minutes practice. How long have they been practicing for? Tell me. Let's see what's going on. I mean, online looks really easy to join lobbies and things like that. It's just there's no ranking system, so there'll be no matchmaking or anything like that. So yeah, let's see how we go. They are 27 minutes left remaining in practice, of course. It's a track I've never driven on before. So here we go. Oh, what a horrible pit lane exit.
The pit exit looks clear. We need to get some heat into these brakes.
Track I've never driven on. I have no idea what the crack is. Oh, that was fast. Not a long lap, 1 minute 30. Okay. These are fast corners. Sort of long. Ping 278. You what? Well, this is a finicky little section, isn't it? Yeah, the tyres are getting there. Brakes aren't.
That's the new fastest lap for Torres, 125.87. tiny bit of aero damage, just ignore it.
Okay. Beautiful looking track. Surrounding looks beautiful.
P7. The leader has just done a 125.60.
Technical section, you would say. That's a tricky last corner. Okay. Some time to make a left.
Just done a 125.06. Sector 1 is 2.0 seconds off the pace.
Tricky old track, this one.
The leader's just done a 125.01. You're outside track limits there.
Shut up, was I?
P5, sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 2 is 2.9 seconds.
A few corners I know I can take
Sector 3 is
faster.
0.9 off the pace. The leader has just done a 123.19. Sector 1 is 1.8 off the pace. Your right sides are cold. Mind these track limits, please, Kev. The guy behind has just done a 134.79.
I think we've done enough for the old GT3s anyway. Some bad lag on those servers, isn't it? See, that'd be a problem tonight. Okay. Shall we set up a multiplayer? Probably a good idea. Oh, excuse me. Oh god. God, Formula Ones. Some big old groups going on there, aren't there? That's what I was just in, wasn't it? Yeah, that's a big one. 12. It's a practice here for 25 minutes, so you want to kind of get into one straight away. Right, so this is what we're going to do. So we are going to go to Interlagos. We're going to do the outside loop. It's a car track. Jesus Christ. Historic outer. We're going to choose a trucks. VW. It's nice. Select opponent settings. We're going to use same class. Yep. Maximum human opponents. I'm going to go to when. Just go 12. Yep. Yep. Good. So allow auto. Nope. Yep. 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 Okay. Kind of like you got to do, haven't you? Mandatory pit stop. $20-minute race. Yep. No mandatory pit stop. It's not always ideal. Start time there. Rules and regulation. Drive-through penalties on. Pit exit penalty on. Cut warnings. Definitely cut corners, but we'll go down to 5. Confirm. Let's see what happens. We don't want practice. Oh, we'll put practice on. But it's not going to be a long practice. Random. Let's hear random. Interesting. Just keep it as clear for qualifying. 10-minute quali. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Confirm. Okay. Change the date? It keeps going with random dates. I don't really know how you change the date on it. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, so easy to click off somewhere by pressing right click, as I'm rapidly discovering. Yeah, you can't seem to change the date. Yeah, it's fine. I don't mind that. Can I? Trying to work out those setups, force default setups. Yes. Okay, so get in there, see what happens. Bit of truck racing. Check doodads. Check what's going on. Kim. Just get it going anyway. Join it if I want to. Got practice first. 10 minutes practice. This is a track I've never driven in my life. Basically an oval. The old Interlagos historic outer in trucks. No idea how it's going to drive. Noise. wheels screwed up. Oh my god. God, wheels just like locked itself in the wrong position. It's like, you can't steer it. Oh my god. Okay, I might have to restart this lobby. Yes. Oh, that was pretty painful. I was like, no, you cannot do that. All I want to do is drive a truck. Try again. Right, let's try again. Didn't have my hands on that steering wheel, I ripped him off. Very quiet on Facebook tonight, I have to say. Really stopped by and watched, unfortunately, tonight. I mean, put a different game in there. People don't play. Bloody hell.
All clear, push now.
Wheel wants to go to the left on me.
You've got cold brakes all round, be careful.
Oh my god. Unfortunately, the wheel wants to go left. I don't really know why. Yeah, I can't drive out, that's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Don't tell me that's that car. Crazy. Just jump into a quick test. $53. The hell do you do? 53. Mental. So stop whacking it. There's just that truck. So rip your hands off. Slightly annoying that you want to do something like that. Easy. Let's try again. Test. Select car. Truck. Try a different truck actually. Let's try the Merc. Different pair. 1320 horsepower. Whew. That is meaty. Either a truck or a track. Nothing you can do about it. That's not working very well, is it? Oh, we'll give that a miss then. So that's a problem with the game. Nothing you can actually do about it. Let's try different tracks. Just you might eliminate the track aspect. No, it's trucks. Trucks are broken. Quick Google that one. AMS2 trucks steering issue. Comes up. Nothing comes up, it seems to be a dodgy one. Nothing to do about that one. Annoyingly. I don't know what's causing that. I was just well, that's the thing. It's one of the things I want to do. Try to the different content on it, and you can't. You just can't. Right. Okay. Oh, I tell you, it wouldn't take you back 2 pages. It's just, you know, like it's just not quite polished little things like that. You go, ugh, what are you doing to me? Retro gen multi-class. Still practicing that one. Oh, it disappeared. Excuse me. Nope, all gone. Stay on the GT3 at Brands Hatch. Why not? Qualifying at the moment. Supermax. See how long I had left on it. Light cloud, disable. Just go, boom, boom. Let's get ourselves into an online race, why not? The GP layout. Brands. Oh, video selves. Yeah. Get a lobby like this come up quite quickly, you go, right, let's do it. Let's get on it.
It exit is clear. We've got 4 minutes to set a lap. The brake temperatures are low. We need to get some heat into them.
Paddock Hill. Bagging up to Druids. What we will do before we finish up playing this game is we will do a lap of a Nordschleifer. Just the car a bit more. That first corner a bit better. That corner radius feels very different to the iRacing brands.
127.06.
Ah.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Corner will still try and break your neck. Oh, understeer. Trying to do with that then.
P9. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1.
2/10 at it. The apex there, that hindered me.
The leader's just done a 126.06. Checker flags out, P10.
Oh. Third place. A bit more pace in me there as well, but committed a bit more. Potential 121, no chance. Do love the amount of drones in this, don't they? See them dotted around the track. Let's pit back.
That's the end of the session. P3.
8 laps. Is that it? Got 10 people. It's the most I've seen in a race pretty much so far. So, see how we do. Waiting for host.
Eight laps. P3.
8 laps. Ready up, and everyone's pretty much good to go. What this guy is saying there? It's top speed. I learned some English, boyo. Go.
Okay, Kev, nice and neat. Stay out of trouble. Green, green, green.
Right side. Clear right.
Harry Hughes has retired from the race.
Let's go.
Left side. Clear left.
It's a good save, though. Oh no. Fuck's sake. It's a nightmare getting these cars off grass. And down to last. Oh, no. I was just meant to brake so hard at the end there.
8th place.
Left side. Clear left.
Well done, Kev. Great move. Keep it up. P6, your lap time was at 1:28.73.
Who's facing the wrong way?
Your brake temperatures are pretty high.
It's a good replication of replication of Brands Hatch.
Okay, Kev, you're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 2.9 seconds. P5, you've just done a 128.56. That's your quickest lap. Sector 1 is 1.5 seconds off the pace.
It's not an overtaking spot, my friend.
Halfway home, fuel's good, P4. Your lap time was 128.58.
On your left. Hold your line.
Come.
Hold your line.
Come on. Fucks.
There's the checkered flag.
Morons, this. Yeah. People can't drive for shit. He just thought he was going to turn easy at inside and just turns in. So, let's quit out of the game, shall we say. Is Automobilista a sim? Yes, it is. But it feels to me a little more on the arcade side. Just because, I don't know, it's not polished enough to be a full-blown sim yet. I mean, they got some great content. I did say I was going to do a lap around a Nürburgring, but I can't be asked. To be honest, that just put me off that online experience. People just driving immaturely. Yeah, it's good. It's polished. It looks good, graphically polished, should I say? But it's things around the edges are rough around the edges that they need to tidy up. Going back 2 screens when you right click it. Going back. Yeah, it's just. But it's not down to familiarity because I play a number of online sims, such. But that's just it's just rough. The car handling's good. It a little bit understeery, I find, in comparison to say cars off ACC. We'll bang out some ACC in a minute. do a comparison with the Nürburgring, do an AI race offline. But yeah, it's just wanting me a little bit more. Things like the trucks. I want to race the trucks, couldn't, because it wouldn't let me steer. That's not because it was heavy steering, it's because it just went put steering wheel facing to the right. When you have to physically manhandle the car, the steering wheel to the left, just to go left further, and you can't do it. So, and that's a bug. I tried out different tracks, two different trucks as well. So that's a bug with the trucks. Don't know how you report that, but yeah, find a way. So yeah, it's out of 10. I'd probably only give it a 6 out of 10 so far. But you can tell that they're constantly developing it. I remember when I first got it, played it online with a few guys, and it was alright. It handled it. It went near, but because I wasn't familiar. It was the first time I never even practiced it. And you could pick it up and play to a degree. But yeah, wasn't enamoured of it. Wasn't going, I need to pick that up tomorrow and play it again tomorrow. Didn't have that iRacing pick up and play aspect. I mean, it's got a bug on my iRacing up for muscle memory and things like that because you're driving it very differently. What we'll do now is we will put on ACC. Automobilista 9.4 hours. See, I've only played it 15.9 hours. But it's a game now I jump in, jump out of, and I'm very familiar with the handling of the game. Graphically, it's beautiful. We'll do a Nürburgring lap. The GT3s will use the same Mercedes AMG. But what I'll do, just gonna have a quick breather for 5 minutes and get some nibbles. And yeah, I'll be right back to have some nice soothing music. Be right back. Okay, and we're back. What we're going to do? Straight into Assetto Corsa on CPC. Yeah. Oh. Just wondering if it's actually going to be set up to play it. It should be. Excuse me. That one? Oh. There we go. Oh, I better run now. So buy the new DLC pack and don't need to buy a new DLC pack. Might do at some point, but not worry about it. £8 quid. It's not bad. That's really competitively priced, actually. As he does its. So we're going to do a single player race. Oh, get there, baby. Game mode. It's going to be quick race. Now, I have raced before at 80, so I'm particularly on to 100. I think that makes sense to me. Start with 10? Yeah, why not? 48 times. Race length 15. Let's do 20 minutes. Let's choose a car. So I was racing in the Merc, wasn't I? Which is a 2015 model, which I'm guessing is probably the same one. Black Falcon. Armor angle. Boom, look at that. Quick race, 20 minutes. Oops. 48. Don't count. Let's crank it up to 29. Let's start 10th. Yeah. Let's go 100. An incoming sneeze. Excuse me. Confirm. Nürburgring. Beautiful track. Just the it's the VDOS she came on. Assists should be normal. Yep. Realism. 100% damage rate. Tyre fuel consumption enabled. Brake temperature enabled. Tyre sets limited. Formation lap full lap. Live that. I forget you got the different versions, haven't you? There we go, so I'm after variability. 15% variability on random weather. Starting track conditions, fast, optimum, wetness 0, standing water 0. It's fine. And I think we're good. So let's get in. Do a quick race on ACC. Comparison saying obviously we were just racing on AMS2. Yeah. going straight into Assetto Corsa Competizione. Let's go sit up. 20 minutes. Fuel strategy. 3.16. 2 minutes a lap. 10 laps. 3.16. 37 laps. Aero. Right, rearing. I think I mean, I don't know a lot about the setups in the ACC. I'll be happy with that. Okay. Let's do it.
Going single file.
Clutch pedal. Such a different look to the game compared to AMS. Such a different look. Nice, comfortable 50 frames per second here. That's the sound my computer's making. Because I ran this actually with the overclocking on the processor, so it's doing quite well. Got the force feedback dialed in absolutely perfectly in this one.
Stay in double file.
Might have taken all these names off, to be honest. Just see if I can turn them off. What? Don't want the player names on there. Thought I'd turn that off, to be honest. That is annoying actually to have that on. .6 frames per second. Pushing it hard. It's still smooth though. You're not noticing the frame drop.
Low tire pressure. Stay clear of the curves. Green light, green light. Go, go, go. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Wow.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh.
Got some light damage on the front of the car.
Just restart that. That was how not to do
Stay
it.
single file.
Frames per second in the mirror is pretty bad. Look at that tyre pickup noise you get on it as well. And the audio on the game is it's fast. It's the same car as we drove in AMS2. The audio pickup. The audio is just so much better. Come on. can't mash the brake as hard as you want to in this. Here.
Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Start quickly.
Car on the left.
Not an overtaken spot. Never actually driven ACC at night. Oh, that's loose. Game looks absolutely beautiful at night. Holy moly. sign. Flashing was.
Faster car coming up behind. Watch out. Faster car coming up behind you. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Faster car behind you. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Faster car is approaching. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Pressure is on the right front. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Faster car is approaching. Got light damage in the rear. Box, we have to repair the car.
There you go. I have to work hard on that game. Absolutely have to work hard. It's always good fun though. It's always good. Right then. So I think what we'll do there, we'll end tonight's stream there. It's a good almost nigh on 3 hours, but you can see the difference between AMS and ACC. ACC is ridiculously hard, but it's on it. You know it's there. You know it's going to play. I enjoyed that, to say the least. So AMS has got some work to do, in my opinion, without a shadow of a doubt, because it's nowhere near GT3 level of Assetto Corsa competition. But AMS 2 is not a GT3 simulator yet. To put it simply. But yeah, that's the comparison. I could have done more of a comparison and done a lot more there, but yeah, it's time. So it's 11 o'clock at night in the UK. On for 3 hours now. Fortunately, the intended stream didn't happen tonight. Which is fine. That happens in life. Text me, let's just say. So yeah, pretty satisfied how that went. Right, so don't think anything. So let's check. Thank you. So that was that. So yeah, so we leave it there. Thank you for joining in, for tuning. Bit of a quiet one tonight. But some very different the AMS2 does event. So we'll consider maybe it'll get in the world any updates to the new ACC module as well. But not anytime soon. Thanks for joining in. You've been watching Just an Average Sim Racer on this Wednesday night here in the UK. Normal iRacing will resume towards the end of the week. If we're doing Midnight Island this week, so we're probably going to do IMSA Friday, F3 Sunday. There's an opportunity today to fit in something different schedule this week. So thank you for watching. My name's been Kev, and I'll see you all another night on Just an Average Sim Racer. Goodbye.